Hello and welcome to today's show, Football Analysis here at CTV, courtesy at the Amasole Foundation. I am your girl, Kende Ebenezer, and today we'll be talking about the happenings in the world of football. As you all know, there were games last night, and we had England trashing San Marino 10-0. After which Germany did their own by scoring 9 goals in a particular match. It was a surprising game. We had Harry Kane scoring 4 goals. We had the likes of Tammy Abraham, Smith Howe. We had a lot of England players scoring yesterday. It was a big game, and we had Italy played Ireland, Northern Ireland, which ended 0-0. What was the big surprise for you in yesterday's game? I was surprised because I expected Italy to win that game. They should have sealed that game up and seal their qualification for the World Cup for next year World Cup. But they couldn't do that. Now they had to play. They had to play a playoff to qualify. I mean, that's what football is. You can't predict what the results will come. You just have to be ready for whatsoever comes for each team you're supporting, whatsoever team you're supporting. You know how we do it here at CTV. When it's football, anything happening in the world of football, we are ready to give it to you. We are ready for you. We are ready to show you. We know, and we're ready to communicate with our viewers out there. You know, it's CTV. To follow us, you can follow us on our social media and do CTV Live 1 on TikTok and CTV Live on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. To send us a message, you are not allowed to call the number. You can only send us a WhatsApp message or probably an SMS on this number 0901 560 1908. Let me take that again, 0901 560 1908. You're welcome to today's show. I have with me a guest, a pundit who is ready to talk to us about football, the happenings in the world of football. Good afternoon, Mr. Danny.
Good afternoon.
You're welcome to today's show. Can you please introduce yourself and tell us what club you support?
Okay, I'm Daniel, calling from Abuja. I support Manchester United.
The Glory United. You're welcome to today's show. Mr. Danny, we had abundance of goals from England yesterday. I mean, they demolished San Marino. I mean, I felt like the Germany's game encouraged them to want to do better. I mean, 10 goals in the game. And then we have Harry Kane scoring 4 goals. What's your opinion about that? Did you see the game?
Yeah, I saw the game.
And
even before the game, everyone knew England were going to have an edge over San Marino, but I didn't expect it to be up to 10 goals, at least maximum of 4 to 5 goals like the last game they played. So that was what I expected.
And what do you want to talk about the form Harry Kane is right now? He scored the brace in the last game and now scoring 4 goals. That's 6 goals in 2 matches. That's fantastic. Judging by what he's been going through recently with his form for Tottenham, with everybody having to say his mind is not in the team for Tottenham. It looks to be different. I mean, we're seeing a different Harry Kane for England. What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, I think it's really, really good because from the beginning of the season, he has been having issues that we all know, and coming to the international break, scoring goals, hat-tricks with 4 goals yesterday, it's really, really, really nice. And then with the new manager coming to the team too, is really good. Yeah, so that's what I see.
So you feel like maybe the appointment of Conte for Tottenham, it's one of the reasons why he's elevated, he's playing, he's doing well so far, presently.
Yeah, I feel it's a motivation because whenever management change hands, there is always a motivation for every player to perform on the highest level. So I think it's good for him.
Another game I want to talk about before going down to the Tottenham game, to the Italy game is Poland versus Hungary. I mean, that game I didn't expect the result. I did not expect Hungary to beat Poland. Did you expect the result that came out of that?
From the just concluded Euros,
yeah,
I feel every country now in the European continent, they are trying their best to improve their football. So if you want to beat any team now, you have to be at your best. So if you're not at your best, you can expect whatever comes to you. So I don't really think it's surprising because every country now, they are playing very, very fine football. So I just feel you have to be at your best for you to beat these low countries, as we call them.
Another shocking result for me was Italy. Northern Ireland playing Italy. Come on, come on,
Yeah.
come on, come on. Two draws in two games. For it was. I was shocked because I felt like after what they played the last game, having to draw the game they played last, I felt like they should be ready to win this, and they couldn't take it. No,
that's true.
I mean, they had to share the points, which is unfortunate for Italy because I mean they are the current champions of Europe. So what's your opinion of them going into the World Cup? Now they have to play, they're playing playoff to qualify for the World Cup, which we don't know if they're going to win because with their current form, I am discouraged to support them presently. I don't know about you. I don't know about you out there, but I am discouraged to support Italy presently. I've been watched their game. I'm not impressed. And I mean, World Cup is coming. We know the likes of the team that will be in the World Cup: Brazil, Argentina, Spain, Germany. Germany are currently in the form of their life presently with the game they played last, and they won 4-0 in their last game as well. That's 2 days ago. I mean, Italy have been performed well in the Euro 2020, and the Italy I'm seeing now, they look different. I was expecting a win for Italy against Northern Ireland. What was your opinion on that?
I was actually expecting a win too because judging on the current form, I don't see Northern Ireland shocking Italy.
Yeah.
But that's why it's football. It's really it's really good though because like for the last fixtures of the qualifiers, they were actually upsets. I want to talk about Portugal as well. So
yeah. I'm still coming to that. I'm still coming to the Portugal's game.
Exactly.
I mean, you can go on, please.
Okay, and Italy are going to drag with the likes of Portugal as well in the qualifiers to go to the World Cup. So, with other strong countries that are also there too, going to be fighting for a place.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be really, really hard. But I don't know. I feel like they will go through.
Okay, so now coming to the Portugal game, Serbia versus Portugal. Come on. What is going on in the world of football? I mean, the team you tend to support just come up with another thing entirely. Although Portugal had their chances too, which they misused, you get. But I feel like, I mean, Serbia is not small team to play against, you know. But having the likes of Ronaldo in a team, see Ronaldo himself, the Orobo, like we call him Nigeria, Orobo himself in a team, Bruno Fernandes. And he still could not keep a win. What is going on? And then having to play playoff. I mean, and they're playing the likes of Italy. I don't know if Portugal is going to face Italy in the playoffs. But if they do, I'm not seeing Portugal qualify. Although there's one thing we know Portugal to know how to do is having to win a game in a 9 minutes. Like when people shut them off and like, you remember the Euro they won? The Euro 2018 they won. Nobody expected them to win. And then they had they were the worst team in the round group stage, and at the end they won the Euros. So I mean they could shock us, but I just feel like with the current form, with the way they are playing, although Italy is not doing well as well, I don't see them beating Italy. They have to face Italy in the playoffs. What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, if they have to face Italy in the playoffs, I think Italy is a more compatible team than Portugal at the moment. There are so many talents, so many good players, but no teamwork. And I don't know, I feel the coach hasn't found this favorable formation yet to win games. Like you can see Bruno Fernandes is struggling to get into the team. At times it has to be Renato Sanchez. So the team is not actually compatible, and that's why they have to face these games. Before the last game they played, that was a game they were supposed to win. I think I've forgotten the country they played now. They drew 0-0. They were supposed to win. Yeah, they were supposed to win there and then qualify, but I wonder why. So even coming from the Euros, you see Portugal struggling. From the group stages, they were actually struggling.
Yes.
They were in a hard group though, but they were struggling for games. They're struggling for points. So I didn't see it as a surprise because I've seen they've not been compatible for a very long time now. So I just hope they qualify though, because it will be sad to not see Ronaldo in the World Cup.
It will be
And he
sad.
would love to go to the
And
World Cup as well.
according to him, it might be his last World Cup, appearance for him.
Exactly.
So I'm hoping his team qualify. Portugal, please make it for Rio to qualify. We're waiting on you. We're hoping that you will qualify. Now let's talk about today's game. We have Wales playing Belgium, and we have, the big teams. I'm going to just talk about the big teams that are playing today. So we have Wales are playing Belgium. We have France playing Finland as well. I know for me, France playing Finland is like water under the bridge for France. But we can't say, because this is football, anything can happen. Now, I want to take your predictions on this game, Wales versus Belgium and France versus Finland.
Okay. Wales versus... Do you want me to...
Your prediction, yeah, please include the goals. Maybe 10-0, 18-0, anything can happen.
For Wales, Belgium, I would say, okay, Wales, they are in a perfect form, at least for now. But Belgium is going to have an edge over them. I see Belgium winning maybe 4-1.
To point this out, Belgium are not with their goal scoring machine, which is Romelu Lukaku. And they don't really have the team they had going to the World Cup in 2018. You get? So are you still saying you see Belgium winning?
Yes, I see Belgium. Yeah, I see Belgium winning.
Okay.
Because all rounds they can match up to Wales, and they are better than Wales from the goalkeeper to the attack. So I see Belgium winning, and I don't see Wales coming out to play their normal kind of football we know them, because of the attacking prowess of.
So what's your prediction for it? Goal scoring?
4-1.
4-1.
Maybe Gareth Bale coming to score or somebody.
Okay.
So that's the one goal.
Then for France, what's the prediction for France?
France, Mbappe right now. I don't know if he's going to start today, or maybe the coach might want to rest some players. But it's going to be France any day, any time. France can match up to any team right now in the world.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. So do you see France scoring up to 10 goals like England? Germany did 9. No, before Germany, we had Croatia did 7. And then Germany did their 9. And then now we have England with 10. Do you see France matching up to that or scoring more than that?
If France were a more serious team, they like to play a lot. So if they're a more serious team like the English side, they would. But I don't see that happening, because even the Finland team, they are strong. They're strong as well. And we have Pukki there as well, so they have to be wary of that.
Okay.
Also.
So how many goals do you see in that game?
I see up to, for France don't really score more goals, but from the last game, I would say, okay, they get up to 3 goals.
3 goals.
Or 4.
3 goals, 4 goals, 3 or 4 goals to 0. Finland scoring nothing.
No, I'll go with 4-1, because France always have a way of conceding. So
okay,
so to see a 4-1 game as well.
So Mr. Daniel's prediction for France is 4-1, the same as Wales Belgium. 4 for Belgium and 1 for Wales. Let's see how that comes, Let's see what happens in that game. Now let's come back to Nigeria. Let's come back to our home. We have Nigeria playing Cape Verde today. They've been making us proud. Their last game, they won 2 goals to 0. Our boys have been doing fantastically well. So do you see them winning this game as well? Or, with what I've been reading in news right now, Cape Verde seems to be determined, and they want to win the game because they want to play in the World Cup as well. Do you see Nigeria winning this game, or you think it's a draw?
I see Nigeria winning this game, because on a very good day, Cape Verde are no match for the Super Eagles. So the last game that happened, I feel that was a fluke. So this game, they wouldn't want history to repeat itself. So
yeah.
I feel they're going to go all out and win the game.
So what's your prediction for the game?
2-1.
So there's one thing I want to ask you now concerning the Nigeria game, because there's a lot going on in Nigeria with the inclusion of Igalo in the team. What will your lineup be for Nigeria? Would you rather have Igalo in front or Osimhen, or would you rather partner the 2 of them in front?
For me, bringing back Igalo, I don't really know, but I feel like maybe he's coming back because of the experience.
Yeah.
Because we have other attackers that wouldn't even get enough game time, like Kelechi Iheanacho or Onuachu.
I didn't even mention Iheanacho.
I don't really fancy Igalo that much for him coming back. If he's coming back, is he going to be starting for us? I don't like the idea of Igalo starting for the Super Eagles because we have Victor Osimhen there. He's a star player, so I wouldn't play Igalo and Osimhen. I would love to play Osimhen as a lone 9. So for me, that's my take. But whichever formation the coach wants to go with, we'll support and just hope they win.
We do well and we get the results right. I mean,
exactly.
Another game to look out for, to watch out for, is in the African qualifiers for World Cup 2020 is Algeria facing Burkina Faso. I mean, we know Algeria has the players, they have the team, and we know Burkina Faso to be that striving team that will put their head down for anything. They don't mind taking a draw from you. They just want to get whatsoever points they can get from you. What's your prediction for that game, Algeria facing Burkina Faso? And coming to that, I have Cameroon as well playing Ivory Coast today. We have Cameroon playing Ivory Coast as well today. What's your prediction for that game? I'm looking forward to the Cameroon Ivory Coast game because I want to see, because I mean these are two big team. You understand? When we talk of African team, we're talking about Cameroon and Ivory Coast. I want to see that game. I want to see what the results will be like. And what's your prediction as well for the game and for Algeria as well?
Okay, for the Algeria game, that's another strong game because the Burkina Faso side, they are strong as well.
Yeah.
But there's one slickiness that the Algerian team has over every other African team right now. So I would go for Algeria to win that one.
I mean, they are the current champions of Africa. I mean, so
exactly.
Yes, South Africa. So yes. So you see Algeria winning that?
Close margin. Yeah, I see Algeria winning by a long goal, maybe 2-1. I'll go with 2-1 though.
Okay. So you see Burkina Faso scoring. They're just not taking the points. They're not going to share the point, and they're not taking the whole point, the 3 points. So you see Algeria taking the points, everything.
Algeria is going to take everything, all the points.
Okay, so for the Cameroon Ivory Coast game, what do you see happening in that game?
Cameroon and Ivory Coast game, I see that as a draw. I don't know, but I feel like it's going to be 0-0 draw.
Why? I mean, they both have the players. You don't expect goals.
They both have the players.
I know African teams don't score too much. They tend to defend.
Yeah, they don't score too much.
Yes. But I mean,
that's why I'm going for a goalless draw.
I feel like Ivory Coast has the edge, to take the game home.
Well, let's just see how it goes, but I just feel that way.
Your fingers are crossed over
with African football, you can never be so sure. With African football.
Yes. So I have my fingers crossed on the game. I'm not sure of what result. I'm not sure. I can't even predict the game because when it comes to African football game, you don't want to put a label on it. You don't want to put a score on it because anything can just shock you out of the blue. You can just say anything can just happen out of the blue. So I'm not going to put a finger on that. Now let's go to the English Premier League. Let's go back to the club. I mean, the club games are coming back this weekend. Let's go back to the English Premier League. We're going to talk about Xavi's first game. But before we go to La Liga, let's talk about the Premier League. Now we have Chelsea. Chelsea's going to be the first game in the English League. So Chelsea will be playing Leicester City. I mean, we all know what happened after international break. Teams tend to, lack the intensity they have before going into the international break. I mean, there's this slow motion into getting back to what you were before the international break. Now, Chelsea having to face Leicester City. What is your prediction on that game?
I hope Chelsea lose, but Chelsea are a good
that
side.
Is huge
very,
for
very
Chelsea
strong.
Fans out there.
Yes, I say,
Mr. Daniel just wished you bad luck.
I must always hope for Chelsea to lose every day they play. So
it's
hard right now for Chelsea to lose. So that's why. Yeah.
Thank God he knows that.
The Leicester side are not really that consistent at the moment. So I still see maybe a draw or a Chelsea win.
Really?
That's what I'll go for.
So you don't see Chelsea winning that? Or maybe Leicester winning as well?
If Leicester wins, then fine. It's even better for me. But I'm just going to watch that game with the mindset of Chelsea would have an edge. So.
Okay.
But a draw would be great, though.
Okay.
At least if they can't lose, they should drop points. So a draw will be okay.
So let's talk about the big game of the weekend, which is Arsenal facing Liverpool. I mean, everyone is talking about that game with the form Liverpool are in right now. Although they lost their last game to West Ham United, which was a shocking result for everybody. Nobody saw that coming. We all know that West Ham are in form presently, but really, I myself thought it was going to be a draw. I wasn't praying Liverpool was going to I wasn't praying Liverpool to win for my team, which I'm not going to be mentioning, but as well, it was a shocking result for Liverpool. But what do you see in that game? Do you see Arsenal shocking Liverpool as well? I mean, Arsenal's been doing fantastically well. Last 5 games, they've won their last 5 games. Having to win the last one they played, one goes to nil. Do you see Arsenal shocking Liverpool in that match?
I don't see Arsenal shocking Liverpool right now for like the next couple of years. Because Salah is in
the next couple of years.
Salah.
Did I hear you say next couple of years?
Exactly.
Arsenal building a team. Anything can happen.
Arsenal are just performing to flatter. They are going to go back to trouble again.
Can I say something? Can I point out something? You just said you don't see Arsenal beating Liverpool in the next couple of years. I don't know how Arsenal fans are feeling right now, but I bet they're ranting with what you just said. I mean, did you see the Champions League result against that's Benfica playing Barcelona? Nobody saw the result coming out. Benfica having to beat Barcelona 3-0. That is how compact football is. Football games are. But you're not saying you don't see Arsenal beating Liverpool in years. Oh, isn't that too much?
To be frank and sincere, we all know that is not the Barcelona team that we've known over the years.
Okay, that's true.
What can happen in once in like a lifetime, or once in like a very long period of time. If it were to be the other Barcelona that we know, you know how it will end. So that's why. And for Liverpool at the moment now, they've just lost a game. I don't see Liverpool losing 2 games in a row.
But I mean, the game is coming after international break, and I don't think Arsenal has a lot of players out there in playing international game. Now, that's one of the things you need to consider. That's one of the things you need to consider. Arsenal don't have a lot of their players out there playing for their their respective countries, and Liverpool does. Liverpool has almost all their players out there. You don't see that as a weakness.
One thing about the Liverpool team is when you feel, okay, this player is injured, you take out this player and you bring the other player back in. It's just like there's no difference. The same energy, the same flow. So that's not actually a problem for club. And playing Arsenal, Liverpool playing Arsenal will be a very easy game for Liverpool. It's football, anything can happen, but if I have to go with any game right now, that would be the game I'll go for Liverpool all the way.
Okay, so what's your prediction for that game? Do you see how many goals do you see Liverpool scoring, and how many goals do you see Arsenal scoring as well?
I see Arsenal scoring. Maybe the game can go like 4-2.
4 goals for Liverpool and 2 goals for Arsenal.
And 2 goals for Arsenal. Yeah, it's always few the goals whenever they play. So.
Well, you've all heard Mr. Daniel's prediction for the game. You see Liverpool winning 4 goals to 2. Liverpool with 4 goals and Arsenal with 2 goals. So that's it. Let's talk about Aston Villa's game, where they have a new gaffer, they have a new coach in town, a new sheriff in town. We're talking of Steven Gerrard, a legend, a Premier League legend, a football legend. I mean, I saw a clip of him in their training. He looks to be ready for the game. We know how intensifying England Premier League is. I want to get your opinion on this. I mean, it did well for Rangers, having to go unbeaten. But I tend to tell people that, see, there's no league you want to compare to the Premier League. No coach, no big coach has ever come down to the Premier League and tell you there's another league stronger or as intensifying as Premier League. You understand? Do you see Gerrard matching up to the season he had with Rangers at Aston Villa?
Well, I don't really see him matching up to the season he had at Rangers because this is the English Premier League. But I hope he does well because he's coming into a club that has invested a lot of money in signing players during the transfer window. So he has a good team. He has a good team to coach. So all eyes and expectations will be on him
On
as
him,
well, even if it's
yes.
not that huge.
Yes.
Yes, so
I feel like it's
I'm hoping he does.
okay. And I feel like he's bringing in the experience he had at Rangers. Having won, he has won he has won titles with them over there in Scotland. I feel like he's bringing that experience to the Premier League. His first game is against Brighton. Aston Villa playing Brighton on Saturday. What's your prediction for that game?
Brighton are in the top form as well at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So
Aston Villa has the team.
Trossard is hot.
Trossard is in
Aston Villa. Yeah, he's in a hot form.
Yes, yes.
Well. So I don't know, but I'll still go with Brighton winning that game because I feel like maybe it's just too early for Gerrard. So I'll still go with Brighton
to make the changes that needs to be.
It's not going to be in a hurry. At least this is not.
I mean, Rome is not built in a day, so.
Yeah, it's not Klopp or Tuchel coming in now. This is Gerrard. So I don't think there should be a lot of expectations from this first game. So if they could get a draw, it's a nice result. But I see Brighton winning that one.
Now, still on the Aston Villa's game, I'm going to be talking about the former coach, that's Smith Dean, who was sacked and replaced by Aston Villa, and we have Smith Dean appointed as the Norwich City coach right now. Now, there's been a lot of rumors out there. I mean, we're all looking forward to seeing Lampard back in the league. I thought, maybe not all of us, but I thought Lampard was going to be taking the job. You understand? But it turned out he dropped out of it, and now they've appointed the former coach of Aston Villa, that's Smith Dean, as their coach. And Norwich's next game is Southampton. Now, I feel like I have an issue, not like I have an issue, but I just feel like something is wrong in his appointment for Norwich City. I mean, this is a coach that lost 5 consecutive games for Aston Villa with Aston Villa, and your team is not really doing well. You're last on the table. You need a coach that could, that can do better, not the one that was just knocked out of his job, and you taking him in. The appointment of Smith Dean for Norwich to me was shocking because I didn't expect it. How did you take in the news?
Well, Dean Smith has been a fantastic job coming from last season. I just feel it was just being unfortunate, and that's because of the so much investment they made at Aston Villa, and there were a lot of expectations. So giving him the Norwich job right now, Norwich are in a place that if they could escape relegation, it would be a very huge miracle. So I feel they are taking him because of the experience of the Premier League. I mean, it's better to have Dean Smith, who has been in the Premier League for some time now, than going to try maybe
somebody that's been out of job since January.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just going to be a win-win situation. If he can deliver them out from relegation, it's fine. But if he's not going to be able to deliver them out from relegation, then maybe he can try to build the team again, then try to come back to the Premier League and take over.
Okay, so that's that from Danny. Maybe, just maybe, Dean can do the miraculous thing we're expecting, because really it's gonna be a miracle for Norwich to make it to still be in the Premier League come next season. But let's see, we don't know. I mean, this is the world of football. Anything is possible in the world of football. Now let's go to La Liga. I mean, I won't talk about the man himself. We know him, the mighty midfielder. We know him of time, of his time rather. I'm talking of Xavi himself back with Barcelona as their coach. His first game is going to be against Espanyol. I saw a clip of him because I go around watching clips of footballers and trainings and everything. I saw a clip of him having to play. He was playing with the players, with his team that were present there. He was playing for them to play into the goalpost. Was crossing him for them, and it looks like to be. And then they just signed Dani Alves too back in the team as well. I didn't even mention that. Yes, Dani Alves is back with Barcelona presently. He's back home. I mean, it's his home. Like you said, it's his home. Now he has Dani Alves. They play together, so he has an experienced player with him as well. Because I felt Barcelona they lacked experience. They lack a leader in that team. Looking at that team, they lack a leader in that team. I feel like the signing of Dani Alves is a good thing for Barcelona. What do you think?
Yeah, it's really, really good because Dani Alves is a winner, and we've seen him over the years, different clubs that he has been to. He always has this winning mentality. He's a leader as well, and he's a very serious leader. He doesn't joke around too. So he's going to bring that leadership role in the Barca team. And there's this confidence that he brings to the team as well. Yes, because they know, okay, this is someone that has been here before. He has won lots of trophies, and he's going to be working very closely with Xavi, the manager. That's what I see.
So now,
it's a good situation for Barca.
So first game for Barca is Barcelona. Well, let me say first game for Xavi at Barcelona as the coach of Barcelona is going to be against Espanyol, and we know that's a big game because Espanyol playing. Of course, most of the game they win. I don't want to go deep into the statistics of the game, the head-to-head for Espanyol and Barcelona, but I know with the current form of Barcelona, they might win, but maybe with the appointment of Xavi, we'll see something different in that team because they've really been conceding lately. You know, their defense is a bit shaky. You get, so maybe. Yes. What's your prediction for that game?
Yeah, but I see Barcelona taking the day, and there's going to be this huge motivation. Xavi is coming as a coach, not just a coach; he's a legend for Barcelona. So everyone is going to try to impress. Fans are going to be buzzing because this is his first game in charge. So I see Barcelona doing a lot on the day, and it's going to be good if they start on the front foot, having a new manager, just like the way Tuchel for Chelsea came in and changed everything around. So I feel it's a very good situation for them.
So before we go, I want us to talk about your team, Manchester United. Glory, glory, Manchester United. I don't want to skip that. I want us to talk about Manchester United. I mean, it's been a Teletubby story, not in a good way, not a Teletubby story that you enjoy. Maybe for me, for my team, I mean, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Manchester United. Maybe for myself as an opposite fan, maybe a Teletubby, a good story Teletubby. No, a good Teletubby story for me. But for Manchester United fan, I don't think it's the same thing for you. Talk to me about your team. What's going on with Manchester United?
Okay, first of all, I feel like you're an Arsenal fan.
No. You're wrong.
For Manchester United, it's really obvious that the whole issue has to do with the coach, the formation, the picking of players, because we have fantastic players that have come into the club. These players are players that have done well in their previous clubs, and now they are in the club and they can't even make the team. I mean, what is happening? And this is the same coach that I feel he doesn't have his team compactable enough. You don't know the formation you're playing. You don't know the team that you're going to select. So I feel we have big problems. I really hope he wins. I really hope he succeeds. But right now, that patience is not there. I mean, we've been patient enough for like some couple of years now. And we came into this season with so much expectations. I mean, finishing second last season was actually great. Coming into the season with so much expectations, making the signings. I mean, bringing in Varane, Champions League Varane and Sancho.
Ronaldo himself.
Ronaldo. Come on. I mean, we shouldn't be where we are in the league right now. So I mean, we should be challenging for the title. But that's what happens when you have the coach that does not have the quality of the other top managers. So that's what is showing right now, the quality of.
But it seems like the board of Manchester United are backing him up to do well. They're hoping he can change the atmosphere there around the team presently. You guys are playing Watford in your next game. Watford. Are you ready to face? Is your team ready to face Watford?
Yeah, we are going to win Watford.
Do you see you guys taking the 3 points from Watford? I mean, it's going to okay.
Yes, of course.
You're going to win the Watford game.
We are going to win. Yeah, we are going to win the Watford game. I mean, there have been so much heartbreaks. So going to the international break, and Ole was given like a week off to travel to Norway as well. I think that's to check on yourself and be with your family close enough, maybe to have more motivation coming back to camp with it.
So you think there's a closure coming back from that?
Exactly. They will bounce back. We'll bounce back. We'll bounce back, but that's not the problem. The problem now is, are the players ready to play for the coach? That's the only question, because the players that we all saw against Manchester City, that is not the United players. You understand? So let's just see how it goes. And right now we have some injury concerns as well. Like Paul Pogba now has picked a knock and will be out for some time as well. So and this period is the period that games tend to come in every 3 days.
Yeah, I mean,
after
Christmas the World 4 game, you're playing Villarreal in the Champions League, and then from Villarreal you move to Chelsea. I mean, I can't wait to see the Chelsea-Manchester United game. It's going to be a big. It's going to be as big as Anthony Joshua fighting Tyson Fury. I can't wait to see the game. You know, facing Tyson Fury, really. I can't wait for the game. But before we go, if you want, contribute to what we're talking about right now, you can leave your comment down in the comment section. CTV Live 1 on TikTok, CTV Live on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And if you want to send in a message, you can send in a message on our WhatsApp number 0901 560 1908. Let me take that again, 0901 560 1908. I'll be here to take in your comments. Let's talk. Let's gist about your favorite team in the world. Now, going back to Manchester United again, going back to that game against Man City. For me, I expected Man City. I mean, Man City were playful to me. That game was supposed to end in 7-0. 7 goals. I mean, they were too playful. Too playful with the goals. They had the chances, they created the chances, but they didn't make use of it. And I felt like, at that moment, what's his name? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had no clue of what he was doing. He was clueless. It's your team now. I want you to talk to me about that game. What were you feeling?
Yeah, this is not the first time that we've seen Manchester United at a down moment. I mean, we've had times that we've had injuries. We've lost some couple of games going into the Manchester derby. But this was the lowest that I've ever seen us play. And I feel like the players were not ready to play that particular day. That's why I feel like they were not ready to play for the coach. I don't know how it seems, but that's all I see. We've played Manchester City a couple of times, even when we were at a very, very low position, low morale going into the game. But that was the lowest I've ever seen us. But I hope we are going to bounce back and maybe put 4 goals past Watford.
So what's the prediction for that game? Against Watford?
Manchester United, against Watford.
Yeah, Watford, yeah.
Okay. I'm hoping for Manchester United 4, Watford 0, so we can keep a clean sheet.
4 goals to 0.
Too many goals already.
That's our hope for you, huh? You really see Manchester United scoring 4 goals to 0 against Watford?
Of course, we have Ronaldo. We have.
What are the players you're looking forward to see scoring? What are the players you're looking forward to see scoring?
Okay, I want to see Ronaldo getting a brace, Bruno Fernandes and Rashford scoring as well.
Ronaldo with a brace and Fernandes and Rashford scoring. Well, that's that for today on today's show. Thank you for coming on the show, Mr. Danny. We're glad to have you here. I'm really glad to have you here. And it's been fun. It's been fantastic talking to you, really. And I hope you, I wish you well, because, I mean, I support the opposite team. But I just hope you do well enough for your team that it will not affect
Chelsea.
My team this season. I hope your team does well enough for your team that it will not affect my team. You understand? I'm not going to tell you what team I am support, but you know, I support one of the biggest team in England. If you know, you know. If you know, Chelsea. You know. So that's that for today on today's show. It's time for me to get my bags and leave the studio. It's been fun having to talk to you people. I mean, you know how we do it here at CTV. We just to give you the current news, what's happening in the world of football. As always, till we meet again, it's your girl Kende Ebenezer, aka Nizak. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.